Okay, so we're moving into section 2 of module 1, the game has changed. This section is called Statistically Swamped. So this is a, I mentioned the word frameworks earlier. This is a framework that we put together just to try and encapsulate some of the many statistics that are out there that actually, prove and demonstrate that the game has really changed a long way. So there is lots of change, and what I want to do with you now is actually, introduce you to this framework and let you, I encourage you to obviously print this out or bring it up on your screen and have a closer look. But I'll try to put it in a way that relates back to the 4 shifts that we talked about. So the search, the technology, the mobile and the social shifts that we've experienced over the last 5 to 10 years. I've got some statistics here that I want to actually just pick out. I've highlighted a few that I want to read out to you, just in case you don't believe me yet that the game really has changed. Now, some of these statistics will have dated, some are old, but I think are still relevant. They still make the point about how much change is happening in the industry. So let me just run through a few of them. First of all, I said that 85% of all travel research is conducted online. Okay, so that's a biggie. And that's fine, but the next step from that is, and we're using that 80-20 Pareto principle, how do we try and get our head around that? Well, obviously, we need to be online. That's fine. But the one I want to introduce you to is around Google. Okay, now, again, you would have been living on a rock if you hadn't heard of the word Google. But from a statistics point of view, Google represent 77% of all online search. Something like, I hope I don't get this wrong, something like 3.5 million search queries a day they handle. So when somebody goes online to search, they've got a choice. They can go to Google, they can go to Yahoo, they can go to Bing, they can go to any number of search engines. Large majority of people go to Google. So my point here is that you need to be on Google. You need to be represented well on Google if you're going to have any chance of competing. So 85% are online, 70% of those 85% are actually on Google. So they represent a whole chunk of online search queries. This is a beauty. The travel booker will visit as many as 22 to 38 websites before feeling prepared to make a booking decision. Has anyone got a partner that does that? Or is it you? Are you one of those people that clicks on multiple web pages before making a booking decision? I know I've certainly got people in my circle that fit that category there. 52% of people who visit an OTA or a third-party website will actually visit your hotel for more information. So that's a good one to know, that even though they're going off to the third-party channels, they'll probably come to your hotel site direct to have a look as well. Related to mobile. Mobile, one statistic, Booking.com, obviously a massive player in the online travel space. They saw their mobile bookings grow by 260% just in 1 year. So if you're not on mobile, you're going to struggle. 77% of people do not leave their home without their mobile device. I think it would probably actually be higher than that. 40% of last-minute hotel bookings are made from mobile devices. If you have, so this is the application, if you have a non-mobile friendly website, you are unlikely to, satisfy the booker, because 23% of people, well, only 23% of people actually push through when they get a less than satisfactory mobile experience. So like when the text is all small and you've got to try and zoom in, only 23% of people who land on that page will actually go, I'll stay here and persevere. So that's a big one to know. So you've got to have a mobile-friendly website. And a poor mobile website was the #1 reason for people not making a reservation. That was a result of a survey that Google did. So mobile is highly important. Back into the technology space, 63% of consumers who visit an OTA actually end up booking direct with the hotel. That came from eHotelier. And here's some things, some statistics or results of a survey that was conducted by SiteMinder of a whole bunch of hoteliers. And these are some of the findings that they had. 84% of hoteliers are focused on increasing direct bookings online. No brainer. 54% of hoteliers rated the dominance of OTAs as the biggest factor facing the industry. So all this technology and solutions that are in there, it's causing pain for hoteliers. 75% of hoteliers believe that apps and mobile are highly likely to dominate the guest booking journey in the future. And then back into the social side of things, 53% of travellers won't book a hotel without reviews. 78% of consumers trust peer recommendations, whereas only 14% trust ads. No brainer, the good old word of mouth, but the stats are here to justify it. TripAdvisor have over 350 million monthly visitors. That's probably an older stat, I reckon that's grown. This is a good one. 22% of consumers will not buy after reading one negative review. After 3 negative reviews, that number jumps to 59, nearly 60%. So reviews, social proof is really, really important. So that's statistically swamped, and we just wanted to introduce you to that, just to really hammer home the point that if you haven't made much shift over in recent times, here's the case that you need to shift now. And we've got some tools throughout the rest of this module that are going to actually help you start to identify what shifts you should be making. See you in the next section.